well, I sinned, so God didn't do anything, so he must be fine, right? It's like, bro, like, how do you know what God is feeling like right now? Like, how do you know the state of God's emotions right now? He could be furious with you right now and still be keeping you alive, you know? What's up, guys? My name's Andy. I'm just making these videos, documenting my journey into just getting closer with Christ. If you're new to the channel, welcome. But yeah, let's get into it. Today we're talking about the book of Sirach. I don't think very popular book, but I think it's really cool. But let's get into it. So right here, I'm in the book of Sirach, and starting here on chapter 5, verse 1. Do not rely on your wealth or say, I have enough. I'm guilty of this. Yeah, I think a lot of people are as well, right? Like, as far as wealth goes, like, I think it's important to not just think about yourself, but think about other people as well. And it's honestly important to have more money than you think, because I believe that people should be prepared to help one another in times of need, honestly. In the US, studies show that a large percentage of people actually just live paycheck to paycheck. And, you know, granted, a lot of factors play into that, such as, you know, like the rising cost of living and just inflation and everything. So I feel it. Like, it can definitely be a struggle to get by, whether you're supporting a family or living by yourself or what have you. Everyone's situation is different, so I think it's hard to gauge sometimes, you know, how much is just enough at the end of the month, right? So phrasing of "I have enough" is very relatable, I think, and it's almost implying like I don't need to work anymore because I have enough. I think that can be kind of a trap mindset, because you may not be thinking about the possibility that other people may need help as well. Do not follow your inclination and strength in pursuing the desires of your heart. Do not say, who can have power over me? For the Lord will surely punish you. Going on to verses 2 and 3, I think a lot of people get stuck in this kind of like main character syndrome of some kind. I don't know what else to call it. Everyone just thinks that they're the main character of their own story, which, you know, I think definitely has some truth to it. But I think sort of the dark side that comes with that thinking is often that, like, oh, well, I'm the boss and I call the shots. This kind of thinking. And I think it's a dangerous way to think, because it kind of implies that you know what's best for yourself. And guess what, man? You ultimately really don't. And verse 3 just says it best, because, well, I think there is some truth to the fact that we are the main character. That doesn't mean that you're so high and mighty, right? In casual talk, you know, one can refer to a guy as like king, or, you know, how there's like a saying like, oh, you do you, king, or something like that. Or, you know, similarly with women, you know, that you call them queens, like, oh, you get it, queen, or, you know, these kinds of sayings. But, you know, the thing is too, is that I think it's important to not actually take that too much to the head, because I think that it can definitely pump up someone's ego to the point where it might even justify bad decision making. You know, it's important to be supportive of one another, but some people might make a bad decision and then their friends are like, oh yeah, well, you know, you get it, queen. I mean, you know, you're just a boss, queen, and you can do anything you want or whatever. It's like, you get it, king. You can do whatever you want. I don't think you should be supportive of every little thing of what people do. And I think that certain decisions in life need to be preyed upon. Some rash decision, and then have your friends support you, saying like, oh yeah, king, like, you know, you're the boss, so I mean, you can just do what you want, man. You don't need to listen to anybody, kind of thing. It's like, nah, dude, like, you're gonna be put in place pretty quick. I'm just saying. So going on to verse 4, do not say, I sinned, yet what has happened to me? For the Lord is slow to anger. I think verse 4 is a very dangerous way to think. It's not guaranteed that we're gonna be living tomorrow. I'm honestly just thankful to be alive every day, honestly. And the thing is like, no human knows when they're gonna die. Everyone deserves death, yet God is so merciful that he keeps us alive. What's to say that at a snap of a finger, he could just decide to just kill somebody? Don't test God. God made the world. You don't think that he could just kill some single human in like a blink of an eye, you know? Do you know how many heartbeats you have left on your heart? You could just have a heart attack tomorrow. You don't know that. You could just have like a stroke tomorrow. You don't know that. You really just don't know. Sometimes you can be in the best of health and these things can just come out of nowhere. And then people that have this type of thinking, they're like, oh, well, I sinned, but God still seems fine to me. Well, I sinned, so God didn't do anything, so he must be fine, right? It's like, bro, like, how do you know what God is feeling like right now? Like, how do you know the state of God's emotions right now? He could be furious with you right now and still be keeping you alive, you know? So for verses 5 and 6, do not be so confident of forgiveness that you add sin to sin. Do not say, his mercy is great, he will forgive the multitude of my sins. For both mercy and wrath are with him, and his anger will rest on sinners. Taking God's forgiveness for granted feels bad. It's kind of like this analogy that I think about is like, I don't have any kids, but if I was a parent and my kid just kept misbehaving and continually says to me like, oh, I'm so sorry, yet the kid just continues to do the same thing over and over, then to me it's as if like the apologies would just hold less and less value over time, right? It's like from a human parental perspective, apologies would hold less value. I think that it's similar but not exactly really the same when it comes to our relationship with God, because God is just so much more forgiving. But just because God is forgiving doesn't mean that you can justify future sin. I think that's really important. And I think that's why this verse, it has that phrasing of adding sin to more sin. You know, it's like when it says that mercy and wrath are with him, I think it's interesting because it shows the very polarizing nature of God. On one hand, God is very forgiving and loving and merciful. But on the other hand, God can just pour out his wrath on wicked people, and he can show his anger. And the thing is, man, like, he would be justified. God would be justified in killing people due to their iniquity. And it happens all the time in the Bible, all throughout the Bible, like there across many stories, it is constantly reinforced that, you know, you have these like wicked nations that are just, they get completely destroyed from God because they don't follow God's ordinances. And it happens all the time. And so this idea of God punishing disobedient people is just constantly reinforced and just brought up in various stories of the Bible. So, but yeah, that's pretty much the whole video. I just want to talk about a couple verses from Sirach. I think these things are like really practical. You can just use on your day-to-day. I love little verses like these. But yeah, man, if you enjoyed the video, thumbs up, something about a bell icon or something. I'll put a video up on the screen so you guys have something else to watch. But yeah, man, that's pretty much the whole video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.